Hey guys, so I decided to film this. I'm at a park and I'm cooking, and it's always good to have a wagon, water, and like food and like a bug out situation and your camping stove at all times. You never know when you might be in a situation like what's been going on with the weather, with the tornadoes and stuff like that, where you need it. So I'm cooking some Spanish rice, and this is good for emergencies when you are in a situation where you can't get to a store due to disaster reasons. And this stuff is good to already have in your trunk or in your car. So again, like, you need a water storage, and then also a gallon water thing that you can keep it stored in. So it's just always good to have food on hand, non-perishables, and also other things that you need to like pull it, like your wagon to set everything up in your camping stove. I got one of the cheaper ones, and I'm just here at the park, decided to cook me a meal at the park, and because I haven't been using it, but it's a good emergency tool to always have with you. So I'm gonna show you the after result. Hey guys, so I know y'all saw my video of me cooking and stuff, and I couldn't really say a lot because I was kind of doing a voiceover, but it's always good to have like a bug out situation with all what you need, like the basics, like water, a gallon recycled water, gallon of water, like 1 gallon bottle, a jug that you reuse, which sometimes the plastic caps start to split, but you also should have like a water storage along with like non-perishables, like canned goods, non-perishables. And if your car has a lot of room, you should have like a 5-gallon food grade bucket that you can put like your non-perishables in. Like, you should have a blanket, flashlight, like the basis of where you would keep your preps in your selected secret areas. You should do the same for a bug out situation. You not only should have that, but you also should have a book bag that you can put on your back too, with the same basic necessities. And when you get caught up in situations like all of this stuff that's been going on, like in Florida, Georgia, I think it was North Carolina, and some more cities and states that were hit with tornadoes and bad weather, and you're displaced, you will have that. Sometimes, like they said, they ended up losing everything and they got washed away. So it's kind of like with Tommy Bites and other people were saying on their channel, you should always keep this stuff in different spots and locations away from the actual location that you're at. Everybody can't afford to do things like that, but it's good to put stuff all everywhere. Because some cars, you know, get damaged from disasters and rain. So if you try to store it, it might get damaged. But then in some cases, it might not get damaged, and you might be able to preserve it. Or it might just be certain spots of the house that got damaged. So that's why it's always a wise idea to put it all throughout. And then I wanted to kind of switch gears a little bit about biblical some biblical scriptures that I ended up coming across when I was at the library, because strangely, which I'm not surprised, their internet was out and said that the Wi-Fi was going to be out for like 30 minutes. And I was using their Wi-Fi to save on data and to have data or whatever, data connection. And so I wasn't able to do this video until today, due to the fact of that, because I filmed that video yesterday. But I wasn't able to like post these scriptures yesterday due to the outage of the internet, which that's also a telltale sign that eventually, like the doomsday preppers and other people that's woke is saying, Eventually the internet is going to go out too, where you're not going to be able to use the internet no longer. So that made me think, because I'm saying to myself, like, there's no reason for the internet to just be down that long. They not giving us a reason why they turned off the internet. Anyways, to get to my point, is like the Most High was like, okay, it's time for you to read some things that I want you to be reminded of, and I want you to meditate on. So I'm finna cut your distraction from you being online and on the internet, and I'm finna just cut the whole internet out so you can focus on these scriptures. And so I was reading Baruch, and man, like, y'all would have to go and do your own studying to read the whole chapter in the whole book of Baruch in the Apocrypha, because every scripture that I saw was like on point. And I'm just gonna put some of the scriptures in here that were highlights, and then I'm gonna put the book of Baruch, and then the chapters and the verses that you should go back and study and read. Now, this segment and section of the video ain't for everybody. People are bored with stuff like this if they not awakened. Some people don't even know what the Apocrypha is, but I'm talking to people that's already understanding this. But for people that ain't and that's interested, and the Most High might be dealing with their spirit to open it up to them, then hey, you're welcome to listen. But turn this video off if this ain't for you, and go back to something that I'm talking about that resonate with your spirit. I have plenty of videos that's a little bit for everybody. So go back and look at those, or wait till I upload a new one that's talking about that resonates with you, that caters to your liking. But anyways, I came across a lot of things that our people complain about and question the Most High about, like, why are we suffering than other cultures that don't suffer like us? Which you got those coons that think that they ain't suffering at all. They think that, oh, the so-called white person ain't doing it to me. And it ain't about that. It ain't about the Edomites doing something to us, because we doing stuff to each other. We're killing each other in the streets. We're mistreating each other. So I already know that for somebody come for me talking about that, I'm clearly aware that my people are the worst. We do each other the worst. So I get it. But my focus is on, like, the weirdness of the flesh, and you getting tired and just getting weary of dealing with being in the land of your captivity if you are awakened and you know what time it is and you know your identity. That's the audience that I'm really specifically speaking to. And I just been going through downs like a roller coaster in my life, walking in this truth and living out this truth, just dealing with the ups and downs of it. Because it's not for the weak, and it gets very tiring on the spirit. And that's why you should constantly read those chapters every day and meditate on it. And the Most High brought me to a scripture about be weary, be patient in your suffering. That's what I was trying to say. It's in Baruch, and I'll put the scripture up. It say, be patient in your suffering in the land of your captivity. And that really brought comfort to my soul, because I'm literally like suffering. And people that's in the truth, you got some of them, I ain't speaking to everybody, I'm saying some of them, they quit to be like, sister, you need to be keeping the law. Yeah, I am keeping the law to the best of my ability. Ain't nobody perfect, not even you. So just because I'm saying that I'm suffering in the land of my captivity doesn't mean I'm not keeping the law. So I have to put that out there, because people love these so-called, because we're not part of no religion. If you're in this truth, you're not a part of no religion. But y'all, some of them act religious. And that part I need to correct them on. Because just because a person say, well, I'm going through this, that, and the third. Everybody going through this, that, and the third. And everybody going through suffering and tribulation. Because that's what comes with it. But they kill me when you just express a little bit, or you express a little bit of what you going through. They gotta already assume you you suffering because you ain't keeping the law. No, the Bible clearly is facts that you need to suffer patiently. That's the answer right there. So that clearly tells you that a person is keeping the law and they can still be suffering. The Bible telling you that you're gonna suffer in this truth. So everybody knows this, that's in the truth, that's deep in their scripture and meditate and that's living this out. They know that they gotta suffer patiently, and they, encourage their other sisters and brothers that, hey, we gotta suffer patiently. And so it was just a reminder from the Most High, like, hey, I see what you're going through. I care about you. I love you. I know that you're going through it. But just know that you're going to have to that you're going to have to suffer patiently. And you're just going to have to stick on in there and hold on. So I want to do this video for somebody that just like how I am, suffering and just tired of it, just sick and tired and just, hey, just going through life just like, hey. So I'm going to put these scriptures up that ministered to me in my spirit. And it was just saying that everything they did to you, all the discomfort they made you feel, all the laughing and the stalking and the mocking, everything they did to you, they gonna start to feel it. They gonna get everything done to them that they done to my true chosen, the children of Israel. I'm gonna do that very thing to them. How your sons went into slavery, how they took you into slavery, how they took your sons and your daughters into slavery. I put this plague and judgment on you, but I'm gonna punish and destroy those who I allowed to do this to you. He's the Most High. He can do what he want. And I'm gonna put those scriptures through here to prove to y'all that all this suffering ain't finna be in vain. All this patient suffering and us have to be patient in our suffering ain't gonna be in vain. He's finna get them back for all of this pain and suffering we had to do. Cause we walk around, we barely can eat. Some of us living homeless. Some of us ain't even doing well. And we're keeping the law, doing everything we can, and a lot of us are suffering silently. And saying, oh yeah, I'm doing good. Oh yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Deep down inside, we suffering silently. And the Most High is reminding us, oh, it won't be in vain. I'm gonna get all them nations that had their hand, and it's gonna start with the house of Yezarel first. It's gonna start with the children of Yezarel. Oh yes, it is. The judgment is gonna start with the house of Yezarel. We already know that. Everybody that's in the truth, we already know that. It's going to start with us first, and the whole reason why, and we can't put this on the Edomites. We already know that our forefathers sinned, and then generations after generations, we kept continue to sin, and that's why them plagues came on us. That's why the Most High created the Edomite to punish us as a belt. He used the Edomites as a belt to our backside. And boy, was it a backside. It was beyond a backside. Backside. But anyways, I'm going to put the scriptures throughout this video so you can be encouraged too. And it was just a reminder like, hey, I'm finna get them nations. Don't worry about it. First, it's going to start with y'all. And y'all already been punished. And you continue to be punished at a high rate. But I'm going to, oh, yes, indeed. If I get them, I'm definitely going to get, if I got y'all, I'm definitely going to get them. So it's just comfort to my soul and a reminder like, hey, don't worry. I got you. All this suffering ain't gonna be for nothing. Let them ride around in they fancy cars. Let your people from your own nation ride around and be wealthy and rich in this Edomite kingdom. Let them be in a rich fancy cars. Not saying that there's nothing wrong with being in a nice vehicle for people that's keeping the law. By any means, go get yours, sis or bro. But what I am saying is, he's reminding us, don't be envy of the wicked doer. Let them have their way. Let them be comfort in their riches and wealth. They day is coming. I'm laughing because they day is coming. I'm not going to be putting all them scriptures in about what I just said. Y'all can go do your own research and know that that's in scripture. But I will put on the book of Baruch in the scripture. The scriptures of the Baruch throughout this video. All right. Take care. Shalom.